welcome in or welcome back to the Third Flame Tarot. My name is Amber. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm absolutely thrilled to have you here. Now today's reading is going to be a whatever comes out reading, and as I've said in previous videos, I'm really excited to include more of these in my lineup here on the Third Flame Tarot. I feel it's really important to just come in completely open-minded, hand the reins over to spirit, and let whatever needs to come through come through. Now, if you're new to my channel, I always do a meditation before I do a reading to kind of give me a base tone of what the reading will be about. And today's reading was pretty clear that there is a lot of transformation and changes in the collective energy at this time. Now, in astrology, we do have Pluto that will be entering Aquarius here in a few months in January. And this is going to be a really huge change. Pluto has been in Capricorn for the last 16, 17 years, and we'll be spending the next 20 years in Aquarius. This is going to be a huge change. So right now, Pluto is sitting at the 29th degree of Capricorn, which is the last degree in each sign. And these changes are palpable. You can feel them. I've been feeling them for the last 6 months or so. The changes are just, you can cut it with a knife. It's intense and it's going to be good. It's going to be painful, but it will be good. I can feel it. And today's meditation was definitely all about change and transformation, agility, adaptability. That's kind of the theme around my meditation. Now, before I do a reading, I always meditate, cleanse my space, and today's meditation was pretty interesting. I had a couple of synchronicities, not just within the meditation itself, but within my 3D experience. So while I was doing my prayer, I always pray before I meditate as well to protect myself as I open up my psyche to the energies that surround me. I always have to pray before I do that to protect myself. And as I was asking the divine for protection, a pack of coyotes, now I live near a big patch of woods and there are a lot of coyotes in the woods and I can hear them occasionally, but right as I was asking spirit for protection, divine protection today, the coyotes started going crazy. They all started howling and then stopped as soon as my prayer was over. So that was quite interesting. Now, before I even fully dropped into my meditation, I heard arguing. So it was clear this was a masculine voice and a feminine voice, but take this as it resonates. You could be arguing, if you resonate with this story, you could be arguing with a feminine and a feminine, or, a feminine can hold a masculine energy. So please take this as it resonates. But I heard two people arguing. Now, once I dropped into meditation, the first thing I saw was a jackrabbit. So jackrabbits are a little different than just your regular bunny. They have very big back hind legs and really long feet. Now, this was clearly a jackrabbit, a very tan, light tan jackrabbit. And the rabbit was in a field eating clovers and dandelions. And I was just watching this rabbit for, I don't even know, it felt like a really long time, just, slowly moving around a field, eating dandelions and clovers. And then the jackrabbit took off and started running away. And this is when I followed the jackrabbit through this meadow, through this forest, until we got to another really big clearing. And in the distance, I could see a hot air balloon. And the hot air balloon was jackrabbit sized. So it was not a human sized hot air balloon. It was a small hot air balloon. And the jackrabbit hopped over and went inside the hot air balloon. The flames started going and the jackrabbit took off. And I'm watching the jackrabbit floating through the air. Now, before I continue and tell you what else happened in my meditation, I want to just go over some of the symbolism of this. Now, in Navajo or Native American culture, the jackrabbit represents adaptability, agility, speed, ability to change with your environment, overcoming challenges through the ability to thrive despite difficult conditions. And this kind of pairs with the arguing that I heard within my meditation when I first dropped in. You know, overcoming challenges through the ability to thrive despite difficult conditions. Now, you might be going through a situation where you're in a relationship. This is what I'm getting. That you might be going through some challenging times within a relationship. Now, in Christian symbolism, the jackrabbit is associated with the Holy Spirit because of their speed and agility. They're seen as messengers of the divine and omens from God. They, in some traditions, symbolize the Holy Spirit's swiftness in reaching out to people in need. So this jackrabbit could mean a couple of different things. It could mean all of these things, but clearly Spirit is trying to get a message through about some sort of transformation or a change that's needed in one's life. In folklore, the jackrabbit can signify the need for change or transformation. You could be called upon to make a significant life change or face challenges head on. So I feel like Spirit is encouraging whatever collective resonates with this meditation and this reading that, you know, don't run away in fear from your challenges. Instead, face them head on. You're divinely protected. This is an omen, a message from God. Spirit is bringing through a message for you to remain adaptable and agile as you overcome some challenges in your life. Now, the jackrabbit in my meditation was eating clovers and dandelions. Now, that in itself is very symbolic, and I would like to read you. I found a couple of websites that are lovely when it comes to symbolism and the meanings of different imagery in our human experience. So let me just pull up this website. So the clover, as we know, is associated with luck, growth, renewal, and change. So there's some more energy of change, but let me just read you this from this website. And the website is astrotarot.net, but they do dream interpretation and stuff here, and I often associate my meditations with dreams. Like, they feel very similar to me, as like the symbology within my dreams and meditations are usually pretty similar. But clover in a dream. The meaning of a clover can symbolize growth, renewal, and the cyclical nature of life. So it suggests that you may be experiencing a period of transformation or regeneration in some aspect of your life. This dream encourages you, or meditation in my case, encourages you to embrace change and embrace the opportunities for growth and renewal that may be coming your way. Trust in the natural cycles of life and allow yourself to evolve and flourish with each new season. Seeing a clover in a dream may symbolize faith, hope, and optimism for the future. So it could indicate a belief in the possibility of miracles or the power of positive thinking. I mean, a clover is good luck. If you see a 4-leaf clover, that means good things are coming your way. So optimism is apparent here with both the clover and the dandelion. Wait till I read the dandelion description, because they're like almost the same. It's all about optimism and thinking positively about your situation. So this dream serves as a reminder to maintain a positive outlook and hold on to hope, even in challenging times. Trust in the universe and have faith that better days are ahead. Your optimistic mindset can attract blessings and miracles into your life. Okay, and here's the dandelion. So dreaming of dandelions often signifies a period of refreshment and rejuvenation that is about to unfold in your life. Just like the light and airy nature of dandelion seeds dancing in the breeze, your life is on the verge of experiencing a refreshing change. This might come in the form of a new opportunity, a change in your personal or professional life, or simply a shift in your perspective that brings about a sense of peace and contentment. The dream encourages you to embrace this fresh start, letting go of any burdens that have been weighing you down, which is interesting because the hot air balloon is all about being lifted up and releasing burdens. So the dream encourages you to embrace this fresh start, letting go of any burdens that have been weighing you down, and to breathe in the new possibilities that are coming your way. When you dream about dandelions, you are receiving a message of hope and positivity. Dandelions, resilient and bright, have the unique ability to bring a touch of joy and wonder even to the most mundane settings. Dreaming of dandelions suggests that you have an innate ability to spread positivity wherever you go, influencing others with your cheerful disposition and uplifting energy. The dream about dandelions is a call to action, encouraging you to continue being a beacon of light in the lives of those around you. As you embrace and share your positivity, you will find that this not only transforms your own life, but creates ripples of joy and optimism in the lives of others. So I find that really beautiful that Spirit is coming through with the jackrabbit eating clovers and dandelions to bring a message of hope and encouraging you to remain optimistic and agile and adaptable within your current situation. Now, the jackrabbit went into the hot air balloon and started floating away. Now, let me just read you what the hot air balloon symbolism means. So a hot air balloon represents a sense of adventure, freedom, and new possibilities. It also represents a desire for exploration and a need to rise above the challenges in your life. Change of perspective and emotional release are also descriptions or symbolism of the hot air balloon. Now, a hot air balloon is lifted off the ground by fire, and fire is a very transformative element. It is the element of change and often can represent burning down what's not working to make room for what could be working. It is an element of transformation and the last stage in alchemy, which is rubedo, associated with fire. Now, it's also an emotional release too. So lastly, explore the unknown and embark on new experiences. I feel like Spirit might be encouraging you to explore your options. If you're in a really toxic relationship and you're arguing a lot and it puts you in a low vibration all the time, perhaps Spirit might be encouraging you to explore your options. And this can be really, really hard to do. It can be really hard to do. But yes, so the last thing I heard within my meditation was 72 miles per hour. 72 miles per hour. I kept hearing that over and over again at the end of my meditation. 72 miles per hour, 72 miles per hour. And after hearing that a few times, I heard off in the distance, not in my meditation, but in my 3D experience, I heard a siren, and the siren went on for like a good 5 minutes. So yeah, the siren, I mean, that's needs immediate attention, right? That's an emergency. And I feel like if you're in a toxic situation, this could be Spirit telling you that it's an emergency and you need to pay attention. A siren, everybody looks at a siren. If a police car is speeding by at 72 miles per hour, you're going to look at it, you're going to hear it, you're going to see it. And I feel like Spirit wants you to pay more attention to something in your life, something that might be toxic. Now, in astrology, we also have on November 3rd, which is the day I am recording this reading, we do have Juno moving into Scorpio. So let me just pull this up for you. November 2024. So November 3rd, Juno, which is an asteroid associated with Libra and represents marriage, commitment, relationships, deep, deep connections. The asteroid of Juno is entering Scorpio today. It says here on astrology.com, our important relationships intensify as it truly is, quote, now or never. There's the sense of emergency I felt within my meditation. For the next several weeks, we'll be feeling this now or never inspiration, right? Like, it's now or never. It's like a change is needed. Something needs to change. Now is the time to be completely devoted to who you love or cut them off completely. This is an intimate period where we create bonds that are very hard to break. And yeah, I feel like you might be faced with a decision right now, whether to stay or go. And this can relate to all kinds of relationships. So take it as it resonates for you. But let's get into the reading now. All right, let's get started. So, yeah, I definitely got the feeling of either a toxic relationship or a toxic relationship dynamic was coming through in my meditation, and Spirit is really wanting the collective that resonates with that to take a better look at the relationship and recognize that if it is toxic, that, you know, how much longer do you want to waste? How much time do you want to waste sitting in a toxic relationship? Now, sometimes it can be really hard for us to decipher what is toxic. And for me personally, I feel like a toxic relationship is one where you can't get through a week without arguing, or when you do argue, there's no real headway made. You know, no changes ever happen. There's like repetitive patterns within the relationship that just don't get better, you know? And it's really up to you to decide on how much time you want to spend in a toxic environment that's lowering your energy, lowering your vibration, making you feel sad and unhappy. And from my meditation with the dandelion, it's clear that whoever is here watching this video is a very positive person, somebody who likes to bring happiness and joy to the world around them. And for some reason, people who are very positive and happy and like to bring a lot of joy to the world around them always tend to magnetize toxic people. You know, and I feel like my theory is that people who are very positive and like to spread joy are like a beacon. And, you know, often people who are like that want to help too and can see the good in everyone and everything. And so you get to a point where you're kind of stuck, where you feel like you can help somebody, where you feel like you can love somebody better. But I'm telling you from experience, you can't, unfortunately, love people better. They have to do it on their own. All right, Spirit, we're here to get an energy reading for the collective that resonates with my meditation, please. What kind of advice or wisdom do you have for the collective that resonates with being in a toxic relationship dynamic? What can you tell us about the collective that resonates with my meditation, please? Let's get 2 more shuffles. 1. And 2. Three base cards, please. Seven of Wands. Aggressive, defensive, no way to resolve. Yeah, Look. Aggressive, defensive, and no way to resolve. That's exactly what I was saying. Like the repetitive patterns within a toxic relationship. It's like you argue, you fight, but nothing is ever resolved. Nothing ever really changes. It's this loop, this toxic cycle, this loop that just never seems to end. And you might feel like the person in this card, like you're surrounded. There's like no way out. Okay, what else? The sun. There's the dandelion. The dandelion is associated with the sun. That's joy, playfulness, relief after high intensity. That's creativity and a childlike perspective. I feel like this is you. I feel like you're a very optimistic person, but sometimes to a fault. You might be so optimistic that you give people the benefit of the doubt when they don't deserve it, unfortunately. The sun always comes out after the darkness, too. After the night comes the sun. Yeah, you're a very optimistic person, but to a fault. I can feel it. And the Nine of Pentacles, satisfaction, self-discipline, and completion. The Nine of Pentacles is, in the traditional Rider-Waite, depicted as a woman standing in a beautiful, flourishing, luscious garden, alone, surrounded by beautiful animals, completely self-sufficient. And I feel like either you are getting out of a toxic relationship, thinking of getting out of a toxic relationship, or you have recently got out of a toxic relationship and now you're trying to find your own independence again. Either that, or this is something that you crave right now, your own freedom and independence. And that's what the hot air balloon symbolized in my meditation. Freedom, exploration, going new places, new experiences, gaining a higher perspective. Hot air balloons float up into the sky. It's representative of a higher perspective. And I feel like that's what you're trying to achieve right now. Yeah, the Seven of Wands, aggressive, defensive, no way to resolve. I feel like you're in a situation that, yeah, there's no resolution. But now the sun is coming out after a period of darkness, and you're seeking your own independence again, your own self-sufficiency. Okay. Let's get some more on the Seven of Wands and why it's here. Yeah, it's like you had to defend yourself. You had to stand up for yourself and defend yourself. And it felt like whatever you were defending yourself against was really aggressive. Okay, Spirit, what else can you tell us about the Seven of Wands and why it's here? Yeah, you know, like, I'm getting visuals in my mind of, like, domestic violence. Like, not necessarily physical, but very verbal, mental, spiritual violence. I don't like that. Violence against a very optimistic, bright, and childlike person with a lot of love. Okay, last shuffle. Spirit, what else can you tell us about the Seven of Wands and why it's here for this reading, please? Seven of Wands here. Thank you. The Devil in the reverse. Wow. Wow. Whoa. Okay, so the Devil in the upright, if you look on this card, there are two people down at the bottom. They're chained to this devil. There's a masculine and a feminine down here on the bottom of this card. The Devil in the upright represents toxic relationship dynamics, a toxic addiction. But in the reverse, this is overcoming a toxic addiction or toxic behaviors, toxic patterns or cycles. The Devil in reverse is breaking free from these toxic dynamics and cycles. So yeah, either you're in the midst of separating from someone, or you already have, or you're thinking about it. But whatever it is, the chains are breaking. The chains are starting to loosen. And I feel like your freedom is in the future here. Spirit, what else about the Seven of Wands? Thank you. The Five of Wands and the Four of Swords in reverse. The Five of Wands is about conflict. It's fighting, arguing, a battle. And because it's the Wands, this definitely feels more verbal. Like I said, when I was getting those visuals, it felt like not necessarily physical, maybe a little bit, but more verbal, spiritual, emotional abuse going on. Yeah, arguing, fighting, no resolution, toxic cycles and relationship dynamics. It's right here. And then the Four of Swords in the reverse. Now, the Four of Swords comes after the Three of Swords in the tarot. And the Three of Swords is all about heartbreak, absolute agony, emotional pain, emotional trauma. But the Four of Swords represents a time for peace and relaxation. When it's in the reverse, this is Spirit telling you you need this. You need this. Like, you might be ignoring the fact that you need this rest and recuperation period, this rest and recuperation time. You know, you might be like, instead of focusing on this conflict, you might be distracting yourself by keeping yourself really busy with work, or really busy with hobbies, or really busy with social media or something like that. You might be trying to distract yourself, but Spirit is saying here that you need to be able to process these emotions. You need a period of peace and quiet to process your emotions. If you look on this card, there is a person, a knight, laying down on a bed, asleep, resting after battle. And underneath the bed is the Ace of Swords, which is clarity and truth. Spirit wants you to take some time out and go quiet, go silent for a little while and process these emotions. And focus on the truth, which is hidden from you at this time. It might be hidden from you right now, but it's there. It's right under your nose. The truth, the resolution, the clarity that you're seeking is there. It's right under your nose. Let's get one more card. Spirit, can I get one more card for the Seven of Wands? Thank you. The Seven of Cups in reverse. You might feel like this is like you're having a really difficult decision, you know, about this. You might go through, if you've already broken up, you might go through periods of like moments where you regret what you did, like you regret your decision. But I feel like Spirit is saying here you made the right decision, or you are making the right decision in separating from this toxic relationship dynamic. Spirit wants you to take some time out and focus on the truth here. See things from a higher perspective with the hot air balloon. See the big picture. When you're high up, you can see the big picture. Spirit wants you to take this higher perspective on what's going on and recognize that this is not how you want to live your life. You don't want to live your life in this repetitive cycle of arguing, fighting, not getting along, being in a low vibrational state. It's time to end that. It's time to end that. Spirit wants you to know that you might be stuck. You might be stuck with your decision. You might still be in this relationship. If you are, you're having a difficult time making a decision. But Spirit wants you to make this decision for yourself and see things from the bigger perspective, see things from the higher perspective, and recognize that this is no way to live. It's not healthy. It's not healthy at all. But yeah, if you've already left this relationship, you might go through moments where you feel like you made the wrong decision. But I really feel like you didn't make the wrong decision. I feel like I should get one more card for this Seven of Wands. Spirit, what can you tell us about... Thank you. We've got Judgment. This kind of came out like a little bit more, it was like sideways like this, I think. Which means to me, it's not neither upright or reversed. It's in the middle. So the Judgment card in the upright is about heeding a call. It's an angel with a horn guiding, resurrecting the lost souls. When it's in the reverse, it's not heeding a call, it's ignoring a call. But I feel like because it came out in the sideways position, you were starting to hear this call. And remember, I heard the siren during my meditation. That is like Spirit coming through with a message like, you must listen, you must hear me, you must hear my call and pay attention. That's exactly what I feel Spirit is doing for you here. Spirit is trying to make you pay attention. Spirit wants you to listen to this calling. You know within your heart, you know it. You know it. Go quiet, go into meditation. You'll get your answers there. Okay. Where are we gonna go? I feel like I should go to the... Wow, look what's at the bottom of the deck. I didn't even realize I was putting the deck back like that. The Tower. That's divinely guided destruction. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes when we ignore things for too long, Spirit intervenes and sends down lightning bolts from the sky to create destruction, to create a tower, you know, the building burning to the ground. It's, you know, if this resonates with you, it's time for a change. It's time for transformation. It was all over my meditation and the symbology. And you're better than that. I can feel it with the sun here. You're such a beautiful, positive, and optimistic person. You don't deserve to be treated poorly. You don't deserve it. I mean, nobody is perfect, and I feel like optimistic people know this. Optimistic, kind, and bright, cheery people, like the sun energy, know that nobody is perfect, so they overanalyze themselves, and they're like, well, I'm not perfect. Why am I any better than this person? But nobody is perfect. This is true, but it's about your own health, your own spiritual, mental, and physical health. Like I said, you can't change people. You just can't. You can't expect them to change for you. They won't. The only time they'll change is for themselves. You can't love a person better. And this is sad, cold, hard truth that I've had to learn in my own life. That you can't love people better. You can't. It's sad. I know. But the best thing you can do sometimes is give somebody a bunch of love and then walk away for good. Just walk away for good. Don't respond to texts. Don't respond to phone calls. Don't respond to emails. Just cold turkey. What's the term? Gray rock? Yes, go gray rock. Sometimes that's the best thing you can do for people because absence makes the heart grow fonder. When people walk away, like somebody that treated you super well ends up walking away, you're gonna feel it, and they're gonna feel it, and hopefully this will help them change and become a better person, which is ultimately how you really help people. If you really want to help people, tell them you love them and walk away. Wish them well and walk away. I'm telling you, it's the best thing you can do for someone. All right, Spirit, what else can you tell us about the collective that resonates with this story? What can you tell us about the sun here? Why did the sun come out in this reading? Yeah, the sun, I mean, that's illumination. The sun is clarity. It shines light on all the shadows. Yeah, clarity. You're receiving some kind of clarity in your life. Clarity about this relationship. Clarity about what you've been through and where you've come from and what you've learned. Like, this is all starting to become clear for you. All right, Spirit, what can you tell us about the Sun card and why it's here for this reading, please? What can you tell us? Last shuffle. All right. Elder, wisdom, experience, and gentleness. Yeah, that pairs with the sun perfectly. The sun, like I said, is all about clarity, wisdom, illumination. This is you. This is you. You're gaining wisdom from this experience. And that's exactly what, people ask. They're like, why would God put me through something so horrible? Why would God put me through so much heartbreak? Why would God put me in this situation? And the reason why God does this for us is not because God is malicious or likes to see us suffer. It's the exact opposite. It's to teach us things. It's to teach us about ourselves, more about how important it is for us to love and care for ourselves, and the wisdom to see situations and experiences for what they are. And I feel like that's exactly what you're doing right now. You're gaining wisdom and experience from this. This experience is going to take you into greater experiences in the future because you'll be able to see the red flags sooner. Now you know. And now you know what to look out for. And now if you find yourself in another situation, you'll be able to recognize what is not going right in the situation and get yourself out of it sooner. This experience has brought you more wisdom and clarity. This experience has made you grow. Okay, what else, please? Fruiting body, manifestation, embodiment, and expansion. There it is. More wisdom and experience energy. I have to cover some of this up. She's naked. But, yeah. Expansion. Jupiter energy, Sagittarius energy. Expansion. Learning, growing, expanding. That's exactly what's going on here. If you look at it in the right way, if you look at it in a positive way, that's exactly what's going on here. Spirit's trying to teach you something about yourself and about how to love and care for yourself in the right ways. Okay. I feel like we should go to the astrology deck. All right, Spirit, what else do you have to tell the collective that resonates with this story, please? What else do you have to tell them? What else do you have to tell them out of the... Whoa! No way! the deck just kind of flopped open and was weird, and there's Libra, which Juno is Libra's asteroid, and Juno just entered Scorpio. And Libra is all about relationships, remember, deep relationships, romantic relationships. There's Libra right there. And then look, there's the South Node, learning from our past, learning from our past. The South Node is our lessons. It represents our lessons and where we've come from. Yeah, look, you're learning. You're learning from a romantic relationship. You're learning from your past experiences, and it's bringing you into a state of Nine of Pentacles, a state of self-sufficiency, satisfaction, independence. Beautiful. Fucking beautiful. I love this. And then we've got Ceres. Ceres. That's nurturing, Mother Gaia energy. Love, nurturing. Compassion for yourself. I feel like that's exactly what Spirit wants you to do right now. And then we've got the 7th house. Look, there's more Libra energy. More Libra. Romantic relationships. The 7th house. Yes, it's... Spirit wants you to love yourself. Give all that love that you give to other people, and make sure you're giving it to yourself too. Make sure you're giving it to yourself too. It's so important. You know, it's not going to help people if somebody is really shitty and they're treating you really poorly. It's not going to help them for you to enable their behavior. And that's exactly what you do when somebody acts like immature and childish and argues and is snippy and passive aggressive. When you continue to give them love and stay with them, it enables their bad behavior. So that's not helping. You think you are. You think you're giving them love and compassion and understanding, but actually you're enabling them. And the most loving thing you can do sometimes is to walk away. It's hard. It's hard. It sucks. It sucks. It totally sucks. But it is the most loving thing you can do sometimes for not only yourself, but for others. Spirit, can I get a card out of the Moonology deck for the collective that resonates with this story? South Node, that's like karmic path, a karmic path, destiny. Yeah. It was part of your karmic path to go through this. It was laid out in the books before you came, you know, that you would go through this. Okay, Spirit, what else do you have to tell the collective that resonates with this story? Out of the Moonology deck, please. 2 more shuffles. All right, what do we have out of this deck, please? The past. No way. We've got the South Node here, and then the past card is also here. Spirit wants you to put this in the past. Spirit wants you to move forward from this. Spirit is requesting with the Judgment card that you heed the call, that you hear the sirens, that you look at the big picture and put this in the past and learn from the past. Learn from this experience. That's exactly it. Moon memories. Number 82. The past. Whatever you're going through right now is being strongly influenced by past memories. Maybe it has to do with childhood programming. For example, if you were told you weren't good enough, which you are, or that there wasn't enough money to go around, which there is, such things from our past influence our present and therefore our future. Drawing this card suggests you need to be really honest about which situation from your past is negatively influencing your present moment, and then you need to clear it. Acknowledging that something challenging from your past is keeping you back from moving forward now is the first step. See the past for what it is, something that happened, that has shaped you, and that can be a springboard from which you can move forward. Do some self-development to get to the answer of your question. What in your past is negatively impacting you now? Clear that, and everything else will fall into place. When dark memories come, replace them with happier ones to shift your focus and raise your vibration / frequency very quickly. Additional meanings. Move through fear. Therapy could be useful now. Picture your happy place when you're stressed. Ditch negative beliefs about yourself. You can't go back. The moon seems to know our past, present, and future, representing our emotions in astrology. She cherishes and safeguards our dearest memories. The past. Yeah, it's time to put this in the past. Break free with the devil in reverse here. Break the chains. Only you can do it. Only you can do it, and you do it by changing your perspective. When we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change. This was supposed to happen. This was an experience that was meant for you, was in the books, and now it's time for you to learn what you needed to learn from this and move forward. All right, Spirit, can we get one card out of the Pluto deck, please? Last shuffle. All right, one card out of the Pluto deck, please. The Moose. The Moose. I don't think I've gotten this card yet in a reading on my channel. Let's read the Moose. Number 25. Number 25. Here we go. The Moose. A formidable obstacle or opponent, giving something too much power. The majestic moose is an intimidatingly large beast. Until you've experienced the presence of one in real life, it's difficult to appreciate the true impact of their stature. And once you have seen a moose in real life, Their mammoth size is truly unforgettable. If the moose card appears in your reading, something in your life feels just as large and intimidating as this creature. Whatever this obstacle is, whether it's a person, a situation, a problem that needs to be solved, it seems unsurmountable and has left you feeling paralyzed and small in comparison. As formidable as the situation may feel, be careful not to give anything too much power or importance. Remember that perception is everything. What was I just saying? With the past card, the only way you're going to overcome this is by changing your perspective, gaining a higher perspective. The hot air balloon. Yes. So it says, remember that perspective is everything, and that the dread is often worse than the deed. It's quite possible that, in fact, the anxiety this situation has caused you is enabling this thing to cast a larger shadow than it deserves. The longer you avoid it, the bigger it will become. Take action. Further reflection. Read the story, David and Goliath, and reflect on how David defeats the armored giant with a single stone. Then reflect on how you might tackle your own obstacle in a simple yet surprising way. Yeah, if you're still in this relationship, getting out of it might seem really scary. You know, if you really are in an abusive relationship and you feel that if you were to break off with this person, they might become violent, please don't even say anything. Don't even say anything to this person. Don't be like, I'm going to break up with you, and threaten them. That's not a good move. What you want to do is tell the people that you love and the people that care about you in your life what you plan to do, and have them there with you when you come get your stuff, when you leave, when you break it off with this person. And if you don't have any physical person that can be there to protect you, tell the police. Tell the police to come and help you and protect you. There's got to be some kind of service or something like that, but don't do it alone. If you feel physically threatened, or even spiritually, mentally, emotionally threatened, if you were to break it off with this person, ask for help. You know, a formidable obstacle or opponent, giving something too much power. Yeah. The longer you avoid it, the bigger it will become. Take action. Yeah, Spirit wants you to take action on this. Now. The sirens blaring. The call, the judgment call. It's now. It's now or never. Juno in Scorpio. Now. It's now. Now. Okay, let's get a few more cards out of the symbols deck and then wrap it up. All right, Spirit, any final words of advice or wisdom for the collective that resonates with this story, please? Any final words of advice or wisdom? One more shuffle. Okay, Spirit, any final words of advice or wisdom, please, for the collective? What else do you have to tell the collective that resonates with this story? Oh my gosh, that's a lot of cards. Whew. Oh wow, we've got spiritual cleansing. Yeah, that's negative energy in your life that you need to be cleansed from. You need to wash your hands of this. Yeah, we've got friendship here. Friendship. A new ally. I think you need to ask your friends for help with this. Don't do it alone. Don't do it alone. If you are still stuck in this toxic dynamic, relationship dynamic, please ask your friends to be there with you when you break things off, and have them come with you when you get your stuff. But this whole experience is causing you to grow. This is an opportunity for growth and expansion here. And we did get the fruiting body, which is a card of expansion. And then we've also got transformation here. Transformation, the butterfly coming out of the cocoon. That's change. Change. Jealousy here as well, the evil eye. I feel like this person is not going to be receptive to you leaving. They might try to make your life a living hell after you leave. So make sure you're protecting yourself. This amulet here is the all-seeing eye, the evil eye. It's like a talisman you can use for protection, but honestly, you don't need talismans. You can just call upon your spirit guides and angels to help protect you through this. But Spirit is telling you that this person might be jealous. They might see you being happy. Like, if you have any connection with them, break it off. Unfriend them on Facebook, make your Facebook private, make your social media private. Like, protect yourself energetically, spiritually. Put cameras on your doors. I mean, if it's serious, if you've been in a really toxic devil relationship, it's going to be important for you to protect yourself against this person, because I feel like they're going to lash out. And then look, we've got karmic path. And that's exactly what I was saying with the South Node card here. If this was karmic, this was a karmic path. This was something that you were meant to do, something you were meant to experience. And it's meant for your own growth and expansion. You're meant to learn from this for sure. The karmic path. I mean, that's Saturn. Kronos, the god of time. Kronos is also about death. Fear, loss, death. It's associated with Capricorn. And then we've got the past life card, which is more South Node energy. And lastly, guides. You're divinely protected. You're guided and divinely protected. And I got that with the jackrabbit in my meditation. I mean, that's an omen from God, right? It's known the jackrabbit in Christianity is seen as a messenger, an omen from God, sent to bring you a message of peace and love and new opportunity, which is clearly in your energy. But it's crucial for you to see and give yourself the love that you deserve, and remove yourself from any toxic relationships that you might be in. I sincerely hope that this reading was helpful for you. If it was, please leave me a like, share, and subscribe. It would mean so much to me. I really hope that you have a beautiful day or night out there, wherever you are, and that you get yourself out of any toxic relationships that you might be in.